Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. Williams now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Goff. And this is incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. That's good for the Lions. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Lions at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Play action. It's Goff. Flush to his right. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's another Lions. Pollard will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Goff. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking?
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff. His ninth touchdown of the season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score time 7-7. Let's go now.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Channing Tindall in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. The target on the crossing route, and he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now here's Pollard. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Tua to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hold on.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff throwing again. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now it's 2nd and 9. To the air again. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And a completion to Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's gone. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 50 yards. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Lions 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Hill on the return. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Ready. Going red. Red, yellow. Blue, striker.
2 and now on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On 2nd and goal, Tua out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
His kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. On the return, Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hand.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play. The
offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a dump off here complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
From the gun, here's Gone.
19-yard line.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Going to him again, it's Pollard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's gone. Shark's got it, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains,
But it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.